In the small town of Windermere, nestled deep within the rolling hills, there was an ancient legend about a hidden artifact. This artifact was said to possess unimaginable power, a relic from a long time forgotten. Many had searched for it, but none had succeeded. The townspeople had come to regard the legend as a mere fairy tale, a story to tell around campfires and during festivals. One crisp autumn evening, a young historian named Emma arrived in Windermere. She was driven by an insatiable curiosity and a desire to uncover the truth behind the legend. Emma had spent years studying ancient texts and deciphering cryptic maps. Each clue led her closer to Windermere. She believed the artifact could be real and was determined to find it. Emma rented a room at the old Windermere Inn, a cozy place with creaking floors and the scent of burning wood in the air. The innkeeper, Mrs. Thompson, was a kind woman with a wealth of knowledge about the town's history. Over a cup of tea, Emma shared her purpose for coming to Windermere. Mrs. Thompson listened intently, her eyes twinkling with interest. Many have come seeking the artifact, she said, but none have found it. They say it's hidden in the Whispering Woods, a place few dare to venture. Emma's heart quickened at the mention of the Whispering Woods. She had read about the dense forest filled with ancient trees and an eerie silence. According to her research, the artifact was hidden somewhere within its depths. The next morning, Emma set out for the Whispering Woods. She packed her backpack with essentials, a flashlight, a compass, some food, and her notebook filled with clues. The path to the woods was narrow and winding, lined with tall, imposing trees that seemed to watch her every move. As Emma entered the forest, a chill ran down her spine. The air was cool and damp, and the only sound was the crunch of leaves beneath her boots. She followed the clues in her notebook, each step taking her deeper into the heart of the forest. Hours passed, and the light began to fade, but Emma pressed on, driven by her determination. Just as she was about to give up for the day, Emma stumbled upon an ancient stone marker, half buried in the ground. The marker was covered in moss and inscribed with symbols she had seen in her research. Her pulse quickened as she realized she was on the right track. Emma set up camp nearby, her mind racing with excitement as she settled into her sleeping bag. She couldn't shake the feeling that she was being watched. The forest seemed to come alive with whispers and shadows, but she told herself it was just her imagination. The night was long and restless, but Emma was undeterred. At dawn, she continued her search, following the symbols etched into the stone marker. They led her into a hidden clearing bathed in the soft light of the morning sun. In the center of the clearing stood an ancient oak tree, its branches reaching skyward like twisted arms. Emma approached the tree, her breath catching in her throat. There, nestled among the roots, was a small ornate box. Her hands trembled as she picked it up, the weight of it confirming that this was no ordinary box. She carefully opened it, revealing a beautiful, intricate artifact, shimmering with a strange, otherworldly light. As she held the artifact, a sense of awe and wonder washed over her. She had found it. The legend was real. But as the light from the artifact grew brighter, Emma realized that her discovery was just the beginning. The power of the artifact was waking up, and with it, ancient forces that had lain dormant for centuries. And we knew that you had to protect the artifact and uncover its secrets. Her journey was far from over. In fact, it had only just begun. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.